Alright, well, we're loaded into the first game that I'll be casting here from the Gros Tournoi replay pack. So there's a couple of games that have not been on stream, so I'm going to be casting those. And I'll just introduce the players first. So on the bottom left-hand side of Everdream, it is the Protoss player. It is Cytotonik from Team Sailor Scouts. And in the top right-hand side in the orange, playing Zerg, it is Eric, the one and only. So yeah, I will be casting a couple of replays. I don't know if I have every single replay of every single game that's been cast so far. I think I have a lot of them. Probably not every single one, but I'll try and get through as many as I can. I don't know if I'm actually going to cast the games where I've played in them, because there's one or two of those, and I don't know how awkward that will be, but maybe I'll do them. We'll see. Anywho, this probe is scouting what Eric is doing, and Cytotonik has spotted that it is a pool before hatchery. Let's see how she reacts from here. The gateway is already down here at the front, just getting prepared for that wall. Slowly but surely, 3 on gas immediately. And does Cytotonik actually spot that he has taken the expansion? Looks like no, but you can assume it. There has been no gas as well, so I don't think it's going to be any kind of speedling flood so far. Second gateway already down. She's going to go for the double gate and the cyber core before the nexus, playing it very, very safe. Very nice, and probably going to want to block that hole with a zealot as well. Doing a second pylon at the front just to make sure everything is as solid as possible. This drone being really annoying though. Just chasing that probe everywhere. And I think Cytotonik actually wants to go back at this point and see what's going on. If Lings are actually on the way. Looks like Lings are here though. They're going to be walking across the map. And I think these will actually meet in the middle. Are they going to attack the probe though? Or are they just going to go past? Yeah, they'll actually attack the probe. Now this actually buys Cytotonik a little bit more time here to be able to get that zealot into that wall a little bit faster. Also might want to start a ranged unit so you can fire from behind the wall and really defend against those Zerglings quite well. Another hatchery, macro hash in the main of Eric. So it looks like he might actually want to go for some sort of bust. Not bust, but like a Ling flood is what they say. Nothing on gas so far. But he wants a roach one though. Okay. He has no gas though, but he's still gonna go for it, I guess. Yeah, so expansion pretty much almost done for Cytotonik. Yeah, I think she's just placing all the buildings at the front here, just to make sure she's as safe as possible. 3 zealots though, gonna be really good if there's ever a Ling flood incoming. I'm not too sure what Eric's gonna try and do here. Looks like 2 more drones, a couple more Zerglings, and a Roadhorn on the way. No third in sight so far. I'm thinking he's gonna go for some sort of attack, and well, based on what I've seen so far, right? Now the Zerg player is a little bit ahead on the drone count, it seems like, and I think it's gonna stay that way unless Cytotonik starts to chrono boost out some of those probes. And the second gas finally being taken as well. Now what tech is our Protoss player going to choose? Actually, wait, that's not a pylon, that's a shield battery. Yeah, so she's quite scared of an impending attack. Looks like that's exactly what is going to happen here. Double Spore Crawler at the back of the main here for some reason. But here, we have to... Oh, wait, actually, he forgot the Zergling speed. Man, this flood is going to be a lot weaker. And now with these 3 Stalkers firing from the back, that's going to be an easy hold, I believe. So I think in behind this, Zerg player is just going to be droning up quite comfortably as well. Like robotics facility is going to be the tech of choice from our Protoss. I don't know if there's a feminine for Protoss. A Protosse, a Protossi, a Protossa. But anyway, yeah. So I guess Eric is like splitting between drones and roaches. The thing is that he has a macro hatch, but I don't know if he has the money to spend every single larva. Looks like he is though. He's droning up really hard now. Already at 33, and already going for an immortal is Cytotonik. So she's gonna want to get that. She's gonna get a very bulky army if she just chrono boosts out a couple of immortals. First one here being chrono boosted indeed, and that she can definitely do some sort of a 2 base timing push here, if she just gets like 2 or 3. And I don't know if Eric's gonna be able to know how to stop that. Interestingly enough, though, we do have like 2 Spore Cores at the back here. I think Zerg players just kind of a little bit of afraid of Oracles potentially. Sees a Stargate, except it's not really a Stargate, it's a hallucination. So yeah, let's see what this hallucination actually spots though. Gonna go for the natural base. Gonna see a lot of spores, gonna see a lot of drones as well. Gonna see the Baneling Nest and the Roach Horn and the Lair actually. But, however, I don't think Cytotonik has actually seen any semblance of a third base so far. So it is definitely going to be 2 bases out of the Zerg player. A little bit of a supply block here. Supply block that's 69. Now, I was going to say that's nice, but it's not nice anymore as he hasn't used one of those to make an extra Spore Crawler for some reason. Just getting more and more Spore Crawlers. And the Hydralisk as well. So, you know what? The tech is in place here. A Zerg player, if you can get a really nice ball of like Baneling Hydra, that would be really nice. Even adding on the Spire, just getting every single tech off 2 bases. Why the hell not? And these Stunkers are just kind of going Overlord hunting, I guess. They found 1 so far, but Eric has been quite conservative with all of his Overlords so far, so I don't think he'll be losing any more than that. Second Overlord on the way, though. But as soon as he gets 2, actually gets 2, she might go for a War Prism in behind this. And, ooh, I think there might be a move out here. Unless Cytotonik goes for a third base. Looks like she will, and she's going to take this into a little bit more of a macro game. Now, Eric wants to push, but he does not have roach speed. Last time... Last time, Eric did push out without Zergling speed, and then he started researching it, and now he's pushing without roach speed, and he's researching it at the back of it, too. Now, what's a little bit scary here is going to be the Spire, but Cytotonik loves her Stalker. She's always going to have more Stalkers than needed, so I don't think she's going to have a problem with Mutalist defense at this point. Now, the thing is that Cytotonik does not actually have that much vision on the map. She's not too sure what's going on, if there's a third base, if there's an attack coming. In any case, if the War Prism is here, ooh, he might actually catch an Overlord. Let's see if she actually micros and picks that up. Ooh, doesn't pick it up. Loses an Immortal for free, which is going to be a little bit more painful later on. Ooh, and all those roaches just A-mood into their death, but at least they got a 1 less... did I say Overlord earlier? I meant Immortal. Yeah, they got an Immortal for free. Now, it's reset it to 2. Now, 2 versus 3, still quite nice. For some reason, this is taking in a hidden expansion. I don't think you need to take it in a hidden expansion, but why not? Why not? Unless he meant to do here, but he accidentally built it here for some reason, because they're all mining here, long distance. But the base is over here, guys. I'm not too sure anymore what's going on. Double Forge, Shield Battery on the way as well. Gonna want to protect that third base as well as she can. Although building the forges here might be slightly questionable, but it is a nice wall here. I mean, it does wall it off. There's a shield battery here. And if she puts a cannon behind this, that would be fantastic as well, I think. Ooh, Lurker Den, though, out of Eric. Let's see if Cytotonik can actually deal with the Lurkers. Alright. Well, looks like, well, I mean, the Zerg player is going into Hydralisks, so that's going to be really good against what mostly Cytotonik's doing, as she's not getting Storm or anything. War Prism almost picked off, though. That was a little bit dangerous. But you know what? The creep spread, not bad out of the Zerg player right now. If he keeps this up, he might have a really good cover of most of his bases. Now, he's actually taking the regular third base now at the same time as the fourth. And you know what? So far, kind of an equal game. Equal worker count, equal supply, pretty much equal army as well. Looks like this is quite neck and neck so far. Although, you have to admit, though, Protoss units are far, far stronger than Zerg units. So that's why Zerg typically see them with a little bit more supply than their opponent. Even in ZVZ. I guarantee you in ZVZ, one of the Zergs has more supply than the other Zerg. And that's how the matchup works. The Zerg is always ahead in supply versus everything. Putting cannons in the front, though, that's fine, I guess, as well. Yeah, actually, that's even better because it protects the forges, right? If you put them at the back, then the forges would be the first one to go, and you kind of don't want your upgrades to be, to be sniped. Ooh, big move out here with 4 Immortals and a War Prism. Looks like, ooh, the Lings will actually see this pretty much immediately. And thing is, Eric is actually still droning right now. He does have a lot of Hydralisks, though. Now, this is quite scary. Ooh, and leading the charge with the Warp Prism. Is it going to die? Oh, my God. That is so close from dying. 4 HP. And, I mean, she's going to get a Warp in from here. Can these Hydras actually beat all these? I mean, that's, what, 5 Immortals? Oh, wait, what? Eric actually takes this out. Dude, Hydras are really good. Holy crap. What? Oh, boy. All right, well, 7 more Hydras on the way. And there's actually a couple Lurkers, too. This is starting to look a little bit scary for Cytotonik. And just going to be moving on through. Although the thing is, a lot of these Hydras are at the back here. And, oh, no. With the DTs here, Cytotonik is known for just literally throwing so much money into DTs. And it either pays off or it does not. And right now, she's clearing this entire army for free. And, I mean, Eric's got to leave. He's got to go. He's out of here. I wonder if we're going to see, like, the typical Cytotonik 20 DTs run by. Or not. We'll see. But, yeah, these 3 DTs clean up everything for absolutely free. And it kind of resets the army count here. So it allows Cytotonik to kind of, you know, kind of catch up here. As she did lose her entire army, but then she cleared his army for free. So I guess that kind of all works together. Double Colossus out of the Protoss player. And I think she's finally realized that Colossus are absolutely broken in this game. Unless you have a lot of anti-air, of course. So yeah, so just double pumping out those Colossi. Getting ready for the lasers. Those shiny, shiny, deadly lasers. Now, Eric is actually throwing out a couple links here. Looks like he kind of wants to scout what the expansion pattern is here. Probably going to be looking for a 4th base. Ooh. Well, he's going to spot the army. But, oh, wait. He has a couple mutas. None of these hatcheries are rallied, so he has to, like, take these individually or all army hotkey. Actually, switching into mutas is an interesting option here, I guess. There's not that many Stalkers. How many Stalkers do we have? We have 4 Stalkers, actually. That could be really, really good. That's the only anti-air on the map besides that and the cannons. Not against the Mutalisks at all. You know what? A lot of really good mining out of Eric, and he's keeping his money low, so this is totally a super legit game. Nice warp in here with a couple DTs, and there are a bajillion Spore Crawlers on the map. So that is going to get cleaned up. Ooh, he actually cleans this DT drop up. Ooh, decides to turn back. Could have gotten that Warp Prism there. But it decides to turn back and focus on that defense a little bit more. But each Warp Prism is it's quite expensive. It's 250 minerals. Nothing to laugh at for sure. When you pick one of those up, it kind of sucks. The Protoss player, 100%. But you know what? Cytotonik got her own 4th base. Nice and running. The Mutalisks, though, are looking to do some damage. Ooh, exposed mineral line here. The cannons at the front, not at the back. That's going to be killing a couple probes. And Eric's sitting comfortably at his 70 drones right now. Just got to make sure he spends that Monet. Ooh, and now she is starting to warp in Stalkers. And Blink is actually almost done right now for the Protoss player. So as soon as that's done, defense is going to be a little bit easier as you can just blink under the Mutalisks. And ooh, wait, is Eric going to lose all his mutas here? Ooh, I don't think he's paying attention. These mutas are expensive. He can't just lose them like this. Oh, no. What's going on? Oh, man. Eric just lost a lot of Mutalisks for free, and that's really, really expensive. I don't know if he just forgot or if he thought, you know, Mutalisks were just going to kill the other's base, but anyway. He's making 10 drones in behind this. This is not the time to be droning, my duder. He's trying to make Stormhost, going to go into Greater Spire as well. He probably wants to get the Broodlord, but I mean, Cytotonik is going to be all in his face before that actually happens. And, ooh, the Lurkers here, though, going to be really fantastic for defense if the Protoss player does not have any detection. It's going to burrow those Lurkers, deal with all of these Zealots basically for free. I think a couple will actually just sneak on in here to the natural base. And these Colossi, just 3 random Colossi just taking care of Spore Crawlers, I guess. Ooh, gonna be running those Lurkers right next to the Colossi. The Colossi, oh my god, those are really expensive, and they are going to die to all these Lurkers, basically for free. This is basically the reverse equivalent of those DTs clearing up all those Hydras. couple of random mutas as well. Oh, wait, actually, they're not going to be able to clear this in time. This hatchery, though. Nah, this hatchery's dead. If all those mutas attack that, the hatchery would not have gone down. Overseer's finally here, though, so both players just kind of wreck. Oh, my God. Nice Zealot run by here. And killing a lot of drones. I mean, he was at like 80 drones before. Now he's at 52. The Muta's going to be helping for defense as well as the lurkers, but you know, he has a greater spire. He has a lot of units here. Nothing is still nothing is rallied at this point. But yeah, he might actually want to go into Broodlords from here. Would be a lot stronger in my opinion. But I mean, he's still content with these lurkers. Lurker Mutalisk is going to be really good for the defense, and he has cleared the Colossi, and she's not actually rebuilding any Colossi, so I don't think you really need necessarily to go into Greater Spire that fast. These Zealot run-bys, though, quite annoying. Quite annoying, and she has to, I mean, Eric has to kind of multitask here to try and use these lurkers for defense. The thing is, actually, a lot of units. He has a lot of units. They're just all stuck in the main. I think he just needs to do a little bit of a little all-army hotkey thingy here. Look how many mutas here. How many mutas are on the map? There's 23 mutas, none of them being used. And there's more Zealot run-bys, just shredding the entire economy of Eric. And she's getting so ahead here in the economy. 29 drones remaining. And Eric still has, like, the entire army of the world in his main base. He's not using it for attack, but actually now he's going to be moving out with just his lurkers. There is detection, though. I don't know if this is going to be enough anymore. Yep. All right. Well, these cannons actually offer a little bit of detection, but not for all of them. And she's going to be losing a couple of Archons for free. This is just the battle of who has no detection so far in this game. And now the Mutas are back with a vengeance. I should set myself on busy. Back with a vengeance here, taking care of all of those cannons at the front. Couple of Stalkers warping in at the back. This got cleaned up quite easily. And Mutila's doing no economic damage, really, just going for cannons, which is not going to help. And again, he just right-clicks the Mutas and he forgets about them. And then he's going to lose like 2,000 gas worth of Mutas for free at this point. I mean, for just a couple cannons. So he lost 2,000 gas, roughly, for like, what? Less than 1,000 minerals, probably. That's quite rough, quite rough. He has managed to drone back up in the back of this. But I think Cytotonik is literally just going to walk across the map and punch him in the face with her huge-ass army. Even going to catch a couple of drones here. And, you know, she has her Stalker Archon. She's going to be really good versus anything Mutalist-based, as those shred through Mutas. There's still 14 Mutas on the map, though, most of them in the main base once again. And he's just going to right-click on them, probably forget about the Mutas once again. And she's just warping Stalkers at this point. Like, you don't need to warp in anything else. And, I mean, the economy speaks for itself right now. 73 workers to 33. And on top of that, she even has DTs. Actually gets detected here by the Spore Crawler here on the edge. So, a little bit fortunate for a Zerg player. But now this Warp Prism can even go in the main at this point and just warp in a lot of Zealots and just clear everything else. These Hydras somehow managed to clear this. Double Warp Prism play. Amazing. And, yeah, Cytotonik actually has no units right now. She's just building bajillion DTs, where, yeah, bajillion DTs right here, and going back into Colossi, as she does see Hydralisk. So she's like, okay, well, now you're back to Hydras, so now I'm back to Colossi. Very simple equation here. And she's even getting a third Warp Prism, as 2 is not enough. 3 is what you need. I don't know what this is supposed to accomplish, but he's going to try. He's going to try his damnedest. So Eric actually has a pretty big army, as most of it has just been like literally sitting in his main for this entire game. But he has a low economy, whereas Cytotonik actually is the one with the big economy and the slightly smaller army. This Colossi here is just fucking spazzing out like insanely. Okay, good. Okay. Came to his senses, took his meds to calm down. And, ooh, we're actually going into Broodlords now, which is actually pretty damn good timing because, well, I mean, all these Immortals are about to come out as well. 3 Broodlords on the way. This, I don't think is going to be enough. She's going to need, I mean, Eric's going to need, like, 10 Broodlords if he wants to deal with whatever Cytotonik might throw at him. And she's just going to keep going with these Zealot run-bys. And this is going to shred even more economy. It's going to be so rough to try and come back from here. He's not even pulling drones. He's like, fuck it. I'm not pulling drones. I'm just going to send army to defend it. But it's not going to be enough. Again, it knocked back down to like 30-some drones. And that's definitely not a position you want to be in as the Zerg player. Cytotonik has 5 bases, going on a 6th as well. Very healthy economy so far. And I'm not sure how if Eric can come back from this. I mean, this is rough. He's trying to rebuild like 11 drones at a time. But why is here? Why? Why is this in the main just chilling? How? You know what? I wish there was a units lost. I think that's only in the WCS Game Heart games, like with the mod. I'm pretty sure he lost at least to 35 mutas. I think more, maybe 35 to 40 mutas. So really, Protoss player has been way more cost efficient during this entire game, despite losing a couple fights. Eric just threw away a lot of mutas, and those things are expensive. Really have to keep them alive as much as possible. And now she's going to go for the gigantic Archon push at the front. And what units does our Zerg player have? Well, he has 3 Broodlords, maybe some, like 2 Hydras, 2 Corruptors that are about to die. And yeah, pretty sure he's dead. Pretty sure this is the final blow. Where are the Broodlords? Wait, the Broodlords die? I don't even know. She's just zapping down this base. There's nothing much you can do about it. Another War Prism here. There was a backup. In fact, I think there's 3 War Prisms on the map, so she has a backup to her backup to the backup. And at this point, she's just going to walk across the map and slap the Zerg player in the face and win the game, I believe. Almost maxed out even at this point. 6 bases, healthy and running with some cannons and some defense. And that's GG. Cytotonik takes the game.